Before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to our speaker, who was willing to contribute his voice for this video to save everyone from having to hear mine through this mic. Cheers! Anyway, I'll hand over to them and enjoy the video or premiere, depending on when you see this.
Welcome to today's Feren OS news video. The Feren OS developer would livestream this instead of premiering it, but some of you will know that him trying to stream usually goes badly. Anyway, there's plenty of exciting news that he has to share with you, so let's get right to the point. Feren OS has seen many releases over its 4-year lifespan. It all started with the 2015 beta, and due to user feedback for Feren OS and developments in the Linux world, Feren OS has become a rather mature operating system, which leads us to today, the July 2019 snapshot. A new snapshot is coming, but has been delayed by over 2 months. Furthermore, a lot of work has been put into a sister project recently, named Feren OS Next, leading to one question being asked: what is the future of Feren OS, and when is its next snapshot coming? Today, we're proud to finally tell you the answers to these questions. First of all, Feren OS Next has been completed, but that's not all. Feren OS Next is now the mainline Feren OS version. The all-new Feren OS is here. Now, we know you all must now be confused. There are 2 Feren OSs, both of which are very different to each other. That's why if we go over to Feren OS with Cinnamon quickly, Feren OS with Cinnamon has now been renamed to Feren OS Classic. If you want an extensive list of all the changes done in the new Feren OS, check out the official release announcement when it goes live. A link to it will be in the description. When is all this going to launch? Proud to announce that the new Feren OS launches today. Merry Christmas, everyone. Feren OS December 2019 snapshot will launch sometime later today, so keep a lookout on the website for the launch of this snapshot. Please note that the prior links to Feren OS ISOs might break due to the renaming of Feren OS versions. Speaking of the website, a new redesign of the Feren OS website will be launching later today to mark the occasion. The new website design boasts a new simpler look with more modern design and overall less clutter. Finally, with this new website comes the arrival of the all-new Feren OS User Guide. The Feren OS User Guide is the one-stop place for help with installing Feren OS, using Feren OS, and more. We hope this will be helpful for new users and existing users alike as they become familiar with Feren OS. If you thought this means Feren OS development will now be at a snail's pace, now that the all-new Feren OS is done, we're happy to announce that you're wrong. From here on, work will now start on giving the all-new Feren OS some smaller quality of life improvements. These include general small bug fixes, feature additions, and also some visual reworking of the operating system. A link to the list of changes planned for Feren OS in the future will be in the description. So then, how was that? The developer is relieved to have finally got this over and done with finally. That aside, he's very proud to say he's one of the first to have made a polished plasma distribution that looks and feels unique, and he's proud to be a part of the Linux communities out there, as well as being a major part of the KDE community. Now these preparations are all over, he told me he can get back to watching anime and being the usual amount of social again. Not. He still has college work galore to catch up with, and Feren OS reviews to inevitably watch in the future before that can happen. Now then, there are still a few pieces of news we'd like to get over and done with first. Firstly, Feren OS Lite. Yeah, that work in progress Feren OS version that had XFCE. Thing is, if it wasn't obvious enough by now, then it is with a heavy heart that he's canceling Feren OS Lite development. That means Feren OS Lite will not be touched upon ever again, and any remnants of Lite will slowly be deleted from the repositories. For anyone still using Feren OS Lite, despite how ancient its last build was, please reinstall using the latest Feren OS ISOs to prevent any system issues. The developer is sorry to have given everyone hope for an XFCE-based Feren OS. An explanation for his motives for canceling this version will be released at some point in the future on the Feren OS blog. Maybe one day Feren OS Lite might see a grand revival, who knows? But until then, on to the final piece of news. Finally, Phoenix Linux. This name will sound familiar to some of you. For those who do not know, Phoenix Linux is a work-in-progress side project the developer is working on to resurrect Cub Linux from the dead on the latest Ubuntu LTS base. He apologizes for not updating it in forever. However, he has some good news. Alpha 3 of Phoenix Linux will be coming next month after a hiatus in development while he finished Feren OS next, and it will be based on Ubuntu 18.04 LTS. You can try the previous alpha build at the website shown on the screen right now if you'd wish. Just remember that it is an old alpha build. That's all the news we've got for today. Thanks for watching, and the developer can't wait to see what people think about the new Feren OS when it launches later today. The developer has one last thing he wants to show. It wasn't easy for him to make this, but he would like to give a shout out to the people that helped even make the all-new Feren OS possible in the first place. This includes testers, general look-atters, designers, contributors, and so on. Without all of these people, this would not have been possible. He'd recommend staying to see some of the people who helped out with Feren OS over its lifetime so far. Furthermore, sorry if you didn't get listed here, but have contributed to Feren OS. He says it was a pretty long list to remember everyone on. Without further ado, however, thanks for watching and enjoy this special thanks.